Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Kai Candy Da. If you're new here, then welcome. Welcome all. So you guys are probably wondering why you haven't seen a video for me in a really long time. I do have some news to share with you guys. So much has happened since the last time I've been on here trying to explain myself to you guys. By the way, I hope the fan is not too noisy in the background. I hope you guys can actually hear me because I recorded with no sound. Like for the first 5 minutes when I tried to do the video at first. Once again, I have no makeup, no nothing on, so yeah, just plain old me. I know, human, right? I have to be freaking human. Also, it's really hot, so I have my ice water, so I might take a sip out of it once or twice. I suggest you go get your snacks, go get your drinks or whatever you're gonna get. That way you can listen to a really long, really cringy story about my experience in My Hero, the things I've been dealing with while I've been there, and so much has happened. I almost didn't want to share it with you guys, but you guys need to know because it's kind of important. And I don't know. I feel like sharing. I'm gonna take a sip of this. Do you guys care? All right. Let me get started and tell you guys what happened. I don't know if you guys saw my poll, but I put it on YouTube. And I asked if I should bring Boo here to this reality. And I wanted to see what you guys thought because you guys know Boo comes from the Dragon Ball Z universe. I actually didn't know what his transition was going to be like here. I thought that I don't want to give away any information yet, so it was way different than what I thought. And so I'll tell you guys what happened, okay? Stemming from the last time I went, Toshinori basically kind of went berserk, okay? He found out I was spending a lot of time with Boo. He doesn't know about Madara. And the thing is, Boo had to like fill in for me so he wouldn't find out. Because Madara said he can just like rewind time, whatever. You know, Madara has control of that stuff. He can make Toshinori literally forget about everything. And he kept asking me that he wanted me to intervene. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to. But then Boo asked me, do you want me to intervene? And I said, yes. I said yes because I actually trust Boo more. Because I know he's not going to try to like... Boo won't purposely try and distort anything from me, okay? He just won't do it. Anyway, there's... Oh my gosh, there's so much, guys. There's an altercation, okay? I had an altercation at My Hero with Midnight, me and her. We got into a huge argument over Boo. And I'll tell you guys about that too. There's so much been going on. Boo decided to take one of the kids with him somewhere. You're not really allowed to leave the building with kids. You can't do that. And actually, I was going to post a picture of him on here. He's adorable. But he's around Frodo's age, actually. So he's like two and a half or whatever. And so I don't know if you guys knew, but Boo was going to be teaching like basically toddlers, ABCs, stuff like that. And I used to do that in the olden days. I had a lot of great advice for Boo when he started. The video is acting weird. Sorry, guys, if you see me like look over here like, huh? I'm just making sure my video doesn't stop or cut off in the middle because it actually did it earlier. And I don't know if it's because of my internet. I don't actually need my internet to record a video. So even if my internet cuts off, because there is a thunderstorm going on right now, it shouldn't affect this. But I have a bunch of stuff I have to share with you guys. So yeah, so anyway. Long story short, let me just tell you what happened. So I went there, back to My Hero Academia. And instead of going to see Toshinori, I went with Madara. We went to the beach. We got in the water. The water was really green, okay? It was like a light green color or whatever. And he said it was kind of like one of those poison rivers you get into. And I'm like, we're swimming in a freaking river? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, you told me this was the beach. I guess Madara's idea of a beach is like sand, and I don't want rocks beneath my feet. Like, that hurts. I've experienced that before. So I didn't really want that. Madara was like, well, he wanted to have a beach time with me. He wanted to see me like in a bathing suit or whatever. I didn't wear a bathing suit, guys. I just wore like a t-shirt and I wore like shorts that like, you know, they were kind of like booty shorts, but I was getting in the water and I wanted to be tight on me because we were swimming in like open water and I didn't want to get stuff up my butt and everything. So anyway, we get in the water and he's taking my hand and he's pulling me out to like further along. And I'm like, Monitor, I can't swim that well. And he's like, you'll be okay. And he's still pulling me like toward the deep end of the water and it gets my neck. And I'm like, there's no ground after you do that. And he goes, you'll be fine. So he stands there and then, so Monitor is like this. He's like treading water. He's only wearing a pair of boxers. They're like red boxers or whatever. Because he said, I can get away with wearing these. I don't have to actually wear like swim trunks because nobody knows the difference between these. And they're called trousers. Like, the underwear are called trousers. It's so freaking weird. Anyway, from the way they look, they almost look like parachute material. They didn't even look like regular like shorts. So they looked like they were like making his legs look like they were bigger than what they were when we were walking, and the wind was blowing so hard. So it was almost like we were walking into a storm on the beach. So it was kind of like, why are we on there? It was just really, really, really windy for no reason. So we're standing there. He's treading water. My feet are barely touching the freaking bottom of the sand in the water. And I'm kind of freaking out because I don't know if you guys know, I'm a little bit afraid of water. I had an incident where I almost drowned when I was like a teenager. And of course, now me being way older, I still have trauma from it because I never got over it. But I still occasionally I still get into like the pool. I don't actually get into like water, like real water, like bodies of water. So I'm in his body of water. He's like, is it cold? I'm like, it feels nice against my body, you know. It's actually relaxing. And then a big wave came in and it went out. But when it went in, it pulled me out into the open water. So now I'm kind of like trying to like, I'm sitting there struggling, trying to like swim up in the water. And I get up and I'm like, help. And Mata is just standing there, like just looking at me. He's like, are you really drowning right now? do you think I'm faking this? I'm not making this up. Like, so he goes out, he gets me. I'm like coughing and stuff. And I'm like, get the heck off me. And he's like, what's your problem? I'm like, I almost freaking drowned. And you didn't come to help me. You just watched and asked if I was really drowning. So he's like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, it is that big of a deal. He goes, so what happens to you in this reality is going to happen to you in your real reality. If something like that happens, you should just let it happen. Here's the thing. You can really get hurt in another reality if you're there. And you'll be stuck in that reality. Apparently, that's the theory. I don't know how true it actually is. It's supposed to be a theory, but it might actually be true because every asshole in that freaking reality has been trying to like pick me off. They've all been trying to like pick me off to make me stay there or something. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna curse. I'll be good. I'll be good from now on. I promise. So we get back. I'm just so mad. Whatever. And my attitude is still not going, Madara. He was, I'll see you next time on the beach. He gave me a hug and I like kind of half hugged him. But then he like pulled me close and he squeezed me and then he kissed my neck. And I looked at him. And he was like, okay. He just let me go and stuff. And I started walking off. And he just stood there watching me. And I didn't look back either. I just kept walking. I'm like, whatever, yo. Because I don't appreciate that at all. Like, I'm not trying to get stuck in that freaking world. First off, I will be stuck there on the freaking beach. Like, why would I want that? In the whatever, not even a beach, whatever it was, body of water trying to drown me. So anyway, I get back and I'm like, okay, well now it's time to go see Toshinori. I know it's a little bit later, but maybe it'll be okay. So I arrived there. I'm knocking on the door. I'm knocking on the door. Toshinori, open the door. I hear him in the kitchen, first off. He's like, I can't hear the door. And I'm like, Toshinori, you're saying you can't hear the door. You're talking to me through the door, but I know you can hear me because you're telling me you can't hear the freaking door. Obviously, you hear me knocking if you're saying you can't hear the door. So then he snatches the door open. He goes, what took you so long? Why are you so late? I'm like, I got carried away with time. He's like, you always say that to me. Every single time you see me, you say that you got carried away with time. We have a guest here to have dinner with us. And I looked over and Boo's sitting down. He's like, hi. I'm like, hi. He goes, maybe I leave now. maybe I leave now. You mad? And Toshinori's like, no, no, stay, boo. Please stay so you can hear this. And I'm like, what? He goes, you've been avoiding me this whole time. I don't know what it is, but maybe you have feelings for Boo. Maybe you should tell him how you feel. If you're going to split your time between us, let us know so that he can get a piece of the pie too. Do you think I'm like some kind of like slut or something, Toshinori? I'm smiling at him, but he goes, oh. He's like, Boo, you and Midnight are no longer together, right? Y'all don't have a relationship anymore. And then Boo is like, we still together, Midnight and me. I love her. I'm like, okay, so you love her. Yes, they're in a relationship. They are together. So he doesn't need me in a relationship with him. I'm his cousin. What part of that don't you get, Toshinori? So Toshinori is going on, and I'm not really listening to him. I'm sitting next to Boo, and we're talking like with our minds. And Boo goes, Boo, make everything okay. I'm like, are you sure? He goes, yeah. He goes, you sure you want Boo to do this? And I said, yes, do it, please. And I'm like this. And Toshinori's like, you got an attitude with me now. Oh, I know you don't have an attitude. You came over here late and you're going to have attitude with me and whatever. I'm just like, why is he getting so like, I don't know why he's getting so like gangster on me. Like, he just like this, like, oh, you're going to do that. Like, and I'm just like, your hand is like so close to my face. I could just freaking bite it. I said, get your hand out of my face. And I did like this. Like, that's the first time I physically touched him. And he's just like, you make me so mad. You know that. You make me so mad. And he walked away. He took a deep breath. He goes, I just thought I was the most important thing in your life. And I'm like, so I look at Boo. I'm like, Boo fixed it. And I don't know what Boo did, but everything changed. Okay. Toshinori was like, it's so good to see you. And he came over. He kissed me passionately. He sat down. He started pouring coffee. And Boo is sitting there. And he's like, oh, Boo decided to join us. And Boo is like, hi. I'm like, hi. And I said, thank you. And he said, anything for my cousin. I love Boo. So I'm like, great. Perfect, right? It's good. It's all good. So we sitting there, right? So Toshinori is like, okay, well, tomorrow we're supposed to hang out. I'm like, Toshinori, tomorrow we not hanging out. Tomorrow is Frodo's day, remember? That's the day I go to see him, and me and Keigo, we kind of have like a family day. I kind of threw that in there because Toshinori won't be home. He'll be at the school. And Keigo will be getting ready to take a nap. So before Keigo takes his nap, I'll take Frodo, and me and Frodo will have time. And then when Frodo takes his nap, Keigo takes his time with me, and we talk or whatever. We have more of a friendship thing going on because that's the only thing that's really working for us. We won't really have a romantic relationship no more because it's too much, okay? It's hard to try to manage time between him and Toshinori, but also that was just a fun thing to, like, I guess for us all to like mess around with each other. I'm thinking because Keigo has never returned to that personality with me. Sometimes she tries to play it, but I'm so good about avoiding it that I make it like non-existent no more. Like I can turn him off so easy. It's not even funny. So anyway, he's like, well, I thought we were gonna spend time, and then Boo does something again, and Toshinori's like, Cotton Candy, that I have a guest. It's Boo. I go hi, and Boo's like, hi, Cotton Candy, and he's like, better. I'm like, yeah. So Toshinori sits down. He goes, so I was thinking we could have some alone time tomorrow. And I look at Boo again, and Boo is like, Boo want candy. I'm like, Boo. He goes like, Boo want candy. Boo come with you. I go with cousin. I'm like, where we going, Boo? He said, I don't know. He did like this. So then Toshinori got up. He started taking away the plates and stuff. He's like, I'm going to see you tomorrow, right? You're going to go hang out with Boo? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be okay. So I gave him a kiss and stuff. He's like, I would really like to spend some alone time with you. I haven't had that yet. And I'm like, you did? I'm like, we did have alone time. And Boo was like, alone time tomorrow. So I look at Boo. I'm like, I'm thinking. I go, Boo. But I'm saying this in my mind. I go, Boo. How long did you rewind our time? He goes, few months. I'm like, boo. And I actually say it out loud. And he go, can't get it out. Toshinori go, what? What's the problem? I'm like, nothing. Nothing's the problem. He goes, okay. So then I probably won't see you, like, Toshinori's like, I'm probably not going to see you for a few days, but he goes, come here real quick. And I'm like, what? And Boo's like, well, I'm going to go. I say, okay, I'll see you. He goes, see you, cousin. So he leaves out. So I guess Boo reminded it back to 3 months before he became like a teacher or something, so that I could readjust my time with Toshinori. I'm sorry, this is like falling out. This thing, I wanted to put a bow in my hair because I like these bows. It won't hold my hair in place. Like, I don't know. It just won't hold it together. So anyway, sorry. So anyway, he's like, I'm not going to see you for some days. I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, everything will be good. I'll see you soon. So I'll leave out. And so now I'm like, so now that it's 3 months back, in this time now, because Boo did that for me, but I mean, I'm like, he needs to change it back. But if you change it back, Toshinori's going to be mad again. But if the time gets fast forwarded to these 3 months ahead, will he still be mad 3 months ahead from now? Or, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a big leap backwards, okay? So after the leap backwards, I go outside. And Boo is waiting for me outside. And he goes, I fast forward the time back. I'm like, how did you do that? And he goes, state of mind. I changed for Toshinori. I'm like, you can do that, Boo? He goes, yes. I'm like, have you ever done that to me? He said, no. And he like smirked a little bit. I'm like, Boo? He goes, never mind. No, I haven't. I'm like, okay. So we're walking along, we talking. And Boo is like, Midnight told me she wants more from me as a man. I'm like, what do you mean as a man? He goes, Midnight, tell me to ask you. Midnight can't, and I wanted to say this so bad and think this, but I started to think, Midnight doesn't want to teach you proper freaking English, so you should stop talking this way, and it could be more understanding and less of a headache to me. Or did she just not think about that part? She just wanted to, just all of a sudden, just decide she wants a man all of a sudden. When she knows good and well, you're not no damn man, you an alien. But anyway, we're going to just pretend that that's not what happened. Dang, I forgot to make the room dark before continuing. Like, if I pause the camera now and try and make the room dark for you guys, will it cut off my video? That's what no, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it light. Shit, I like the lights better. Because I actually have this other light over here. Never mind, I need it light because I need to show you guys something really important. I have something. Don't freak out, okay? I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to show this to you. Just think about something, okay? Just look at this. What does this look like to you? Okay? All right. We're going to stop there. Okay? I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm not going to show you guys anything else. But look closely at it, guys. Look at it. You see that? I mean, really look at it. Look closely. What do you see? I really hate the lighting. I want to make it dark so bad. I'm not going to. I'm just not going to do that. Oh my gosh. Anyway. It's me and Boo walking away. He goes, she told me to ask you. I'm like, she told me to ask you what? To show me how to be a man. I'm like, why did she ask me to do that? And he goes, because you're the best person for physical activity in men. I'm like, no, you would ask Endeavor. Because Endeavor, like, adopted you, kind of. Like almost kind of like a big brother, even though you way older than him by, like, millions and millions of years, Boo. Like, that's what I was saying to him. And he's like, I want my cousin to show me physically what to do to be a man. I'm like, you know what? I don't get involved in people's relationships like that. you know? And he's like, yes, you do. I said, Boo, what do you want me to show you? What do you want me to show you? He said, how to be a man. I said, okay, fine. I'll tell you all the things you need to do. First off, it might be a little harder for you, okay? Because you're not a man. You're not even human. And he put his head down. He goes, Boo will never be man. Real man. And I'm just like, Boo. And he was so, oh my God, guys. He was so hurt. He made me almost cry. And I had to hug him. I'm like, Boo, it's okay. You're just, everybody's different here. Everyone. Look around. My son, I had to explain what Frodo was. I literally went into detail and explained what he was. And he said, Boo, like Frodo. I said, yeah, and you're very special. And we love you, Boo. We love you so much. And he said, I love you too. So then he said, the only thing that helped me is take me to your world. I said, Boo, I don't think that's a good idea for you to come to my world. He said, why not? Boo, not worthy of your world? I said, yes, you are worthy of Earth. You can come here to this reality. You certainly, you know what? You are so worthy to come here. Yes, you are, Boo. Yes, you are. He go, really? You doubt Boo? I'm like, no, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I love you so much. You know I love you. He said, thank you. And I hugged him, but then he kissed me on the mouth. And I'm like, Boo. I'm like, never mind. Because he doesn't know. So he's like, you show me to be a man. I come to your world today. I'm like, no. You'll come to my world later. I'm going to prepare a place for you and see what it's like for you to come here. Matter of fact, I need to consult with some people to make sure that it's okay for you. Because I want it to be safe for you, Boo. Me. I want it to be safe for you. And I know I sound like an idiot. I know it, guys. I know that. But I just could not just bring him straight here, okay? Because I had to think. Okay, now look at this again. Freaking midnight. I kept saying I'm gonna freaking kill her because we got into it, okay? So after that, I went to go see Midnight. Because I said, Midnight might have to catch these hands because she keep trying to play my cousin. Like, why do you keep pulling him into this whole relationship thing with me when I'm his cousin? So I go to her house. I find out where she lives, right? Actually, no. I do find out where she lives, but I break into the school first to find out, okay? I didn't want to tell you guys that because I'm not a criminal. Except sometimes maybe a little bit when I care about people and people try to play them. It just looked ugly like that. All right, that didn't look right. That just didn't. Now it just whatever. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't know how to make this look good, guys. I don't know how to make myself look good anymore. I'm a mess, a complete mess. Anyway, so yeah, I go and I break into the school and I steal the records and I find out where she lives. I don't know why I don't know where this trick lives. Like, I don't know why I didn't just know where she lived. I want to talk to her about Boo. Because, hey, one thing you're not going to do is play my cousin. You're not going to make him feel less of a person, less of a man. And you're not going to play with his head and you're not going to play games with him so he can kill us all. I'm sorry. If I have to slap you for you to understand that, then I will do it, okay? And I'm blocking out my own curse words because I don't want to say something that's stupid to get my kicked off of I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I am sorry, not sorry. Anyway, I go to her house. She got Fatgum at the table with her. They flirting with each other. And I'm like, so I knock on the door. I'm like, I need to talk to you. Fatgum yells from over the table. We were just having a nice dinner. We wanted to have dinner in peace without you coming over here. I'm like, I was talking to Midnight. I wasn't talking to you, Fatgum. With your I started to. So he like, I guess that means that I have to leave now since Cotton Candy Doll interrupted our dinner. Cotton Candy always interrupts everything. And I'm like, first off, my name is Cotton Candy Da. Make sure you get the name right, okay? First. I'm like, make sure you get the name right. Talk about turning on a ghetto switch. I'm not a ghetto person, okay? I'm really not. But she was bringing it, she was just pulling it out of me. And she's just doing that to me because I'm black, I swear. Like, I feel like that. Because I feel like that. Because she said, first of all, and when she did that, it scared me. I like jumped back. And when I jumped back, Boo put his hand on my shoulder. I'm like, where did you come from? He goes, Boo here. Boo need to talk to Midnight. And Midnight's like, oh, I see you showed up finally. Hi, Daddy. I go, well, that means you're out of the picture then, right? He goes, who's out of the picture? Out of what picture? I'm like, the picture. And then Fatgum gets up and he proceeds to leave. He goes, oh no, we're just friends. Boo, she's your girlfriend. I know that. I would never try to do that to you when I know that she's your girlfriend. I would never do that. So I'm standing there. I'm just thinking like, I'm trying not to think because Boo is here and he can literally read everything I'm saying. And I'm just thinking to myself like, he was just freaking flirting. This floozy over here flirting with this dude. And then Boo. So Boo is like, I miss you. And she's like, come give me a hug. And she hugs him and stuff, but she wraps her leg around him. And they kiss and stuff. And I look away because they making out. And she goes, come to bed, Boo. Boo was like, cousin have to show me what you said. She goes, oh yeah, she's going to show you. I'm like, you're going to show him what? And then Midnight is like, whispering his ear. Like, I guess, you're going to show him how and everything. So he's going to go with you now. So you can show him, okay? She's like, willed good results. And I'm just like, you freaking slut. Like, how dare you? And she's like, by the way, I know that she's really not your cousin. Why does she want to lie to you about being your cousin when she's not? I'm like, we cousins no matter what. I do like this. And she's like, okay. And she's like, Boo, come here again. And she whispers something else to him. And I'm like, Boo, what is she saying? He goes, it's a secret. He goes, it's a secret. Boo keeps secret. I'm like, okay, well, I was like, well, I mean, shit, I can't say nothing now because, I cursed again. I'm like, I can't say nothing now because Boo's here. Let me tell you how Midnight House look, okay? Her front door is black. All of her furniture is black. Her carpet is black. Her recliners, she got recliners, they black. Her countertop is marble. It's black. Everything in her room is it's pretty, but it's all black. She's kind of emo, sort of, but that's fine. I mean, she's kind of, I would say almost kind of like goth, but kind of too much of a goth. She's goth in a very slutty way, okay? Not in a way that's like, oh my god, emo, cute. No, it's like, really? Like, why would you? Never mind. Anyway, I'm like, okay, Boo, let's go. Let's leave. And he's like, I'm gonna stay. And she's like, yeah, stay with me tonight. She's like, come back tomorrow and show him tomorrow. So then I left there and I went back and I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna see if, well, first I used my safe word to get me back Pillowface. I used Pillowface to get me back. And because, my guide is not here anymore. And I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a vote out. Because all this stuff did not happen. Okay, it happened in a span of time. Me shifting there and shifting back, okay? This is what happened in between that time, okay? Frodo, absolute villain, okay? Villain. They going to have to do something about that kid because I'm not there to watch his little bad. He pisses me off so much. And Kago is such a freaking wimp when it comes to him. He just melts. You can't melt at something like that. You can't. It's so hard being a mom that has a dad who doesn't agree with what you should be doing, disciplining, and having someone else that's like a role model to him discipline him, who's like a best friend. But he doesn't see him as a father figure, but he'll listen to him over Kago, who's supposed to be his actual father. You just wanted a child so badly with me that you had to go and do. All right, so let's talk about Boo's first day at the school as a teacher. He did a great job. He had someone in there with him, watching him. I came in later and I kind of peeked in. Frodo was in his class. Frodo sitting on his lap. Frodo wanted him to pick him up, hug him, all this. Basically, Frodo wants all this attention, and he's doing it on purpose. Cute as a button. Of course, you're not going to deny him hugs. Then he wants to give you hugs and kisses, though, and eventually, you get stuff spilled on you from him, and he does it on purpose. He doesn't care. So who gave all the kids their snacks? Okay. Parents are supposed to pick them up around 2 o'clock or something like that. An hour from now from their snack. Frodo went missing. Okay. They couldn't find him. And there was another kid missing with Frodo. They couldn't find him. The parent of this kid came to find her kid, and they had to tell him they can't find their kid. The parent freaked out. I can't find my kid. You can't find my kid. You can't find my kid. You better find my kid. Find my kid. Where's my kid? Boo's like, I find your kid. I find your kid right now. Find your kid. He said, okay, find your kid right now. I'm like, oh my God. You're just repeating him. That's all you're doing. Go find the freaking... We're looking everywhere. Can't find the kids. Then I decide to open up the mop closet. Guess where Frodo and the kids were in the mop bucket. They were in dirty mop water. The kids, they were soaking wet. I had to pretend it was my fault because I didn't want Boo to get fired on his first day as a teacher. But you got to realize these children, they're like basically babies, and my kid is basically like the villain. I know my kid had everything to do with that. Everything to do with it. Did he know he was wrong? Yeah. Because Frodo does stuff like that. Frodo will freaking lock you out of your house. He knows how to... He locked the Endeavor out one time. He locked the Endeavor out of the house and did all this shit. It messed up everything. And then Endeavor finally got back in the house and all of his stuff was messed up. Yes, Frodo got in trouble, but he did it and he was laughing the whole time. Locked him out, laughing. That's why I said little freaking villain. Anyway, next day Boo comes back to the school. They have a meeting with him in the office, with him and the parents. The parents say, he's a brand new teacher, but Miss Cotton Candy that was working that day, and it was her responsibility. And the father of that child goes, "Oh, never mind, because I really like her. She's a good teacher." And the mom goes, "Me too." It was obviously a mistake if she didn't realize it happened, and it was her son. He probably convinced the kid to go with him, or I'm pretty sure Frodo took his hand and probably dragged him to the damn mop closet. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But I didn't tell them that because I don't want them to think my kid is terrible. Okay? I don't want them to think he's a terrible villain that he is, but he is. So they're like, okay, that's okay. They said, we can forgive you, Boo. They go, you forgive Boo? They say, yeah, you did a great job. And they get up and leave. And I think that's really weird because I'm like, they were just saying they didn't like him and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I think that's discrimination against Boo because he's an alien looking thing. He doesn't look human. Because he's an alien. I think they discriminated against him thinking, they probably thought he ate their son or something. And then, whatever. Next day, Boo's in the classroom with them. They said, okay, we want a teacher to stay in here with them. And, of course, Principal Nezu says, Cotton Candy, what are you doing? Are you able to do it? I said, well, I can't really do it. He goes, oh, so you can't do it. So you're not working then. You basically just going to have all this time off. You're just gonna be lazy or whatever and just not do. I'm like, fine, I'll be there with Boo for half the day because I can't stay there the whole time because I can stay in that reality for X amount of hours, but then I have to shift back. I have to shift back, okay, because I'm not actually asleep, and I'm gonna be really, really tired if I don't actually get any real rest. So I limit my time. I even started going earlier to try and, you know, make me come back sooner to I can get more sleep. Anyway, I'm in the classroom with him. Boo is right there. I'm helping, but then really I'm just doing like all the lessons. He's just sitting there. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me get the kids ready to go. I start putting on their backpacks. And I look for the person I look for is Frodo. He's there. And then there's another kid that's missing again. And I'm like, Frodo, did you do it this time? Frodo. And Frodo is like, I'm like, so he shook his head, so that means no. He can't really actually speak yet. He can say a couple words. Endo, mama, no. And he'll shake his head, or yes, and shake his head. Oh, and Fatgum, and Fathom. Did he call him Fathom? Fatgum? He don't know how to say Fatgum, so he said Fathom, or whatever. So I'm like, Boo is missing too. I can't find Boo. So I tell Principal Nezu, I'm like, we have another incident. He goes, oh my God, what is it this time, Cotton Canada? I'm like, I can't find Boo. He's like, you can't find him? Or I'm like, there's a kid missing too. He goes, oh my God. I'm like, so now I'm starting to judge. I'm like, did he turn the kid into candy or what? What happened? So I'm like, well, the parents aren't going to come for another hour. We're getting them ready to leave. Let me go and look. Let me figure out where he is. And I figure I can use teleportation to not teleportation, freaking telepathy to talk to Boo and find out where he is. I go, Boo, where the heck are you? I need to find you. I'm seeking you out. I'm searching for you. Oh, and over this span of time, I had already shifted back, right? And put my poll in for you guys. And I asked if I should bring Boo back. And within like maybe 10 hours on my Discord, somebody said yes. But then it said that 100% people said yes, like on YouTube or something, to bring Boo back. So anyway, I'm looking for Boo. Can't find him nowhere there. I keep walking. And I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, the parent is going to be here soon, and they're going to be pissed. And Boo is going to get freaking fired because this is the second time an incident has happened, and he just became a freaking teacher. So finally he answers me. He goes, what's the big idea of yelling? I was coming back to the school. We're coming right back. I said, what do you mean where? He goes, me and the little girl. I said, why do you have a little girl? He said she was hungry. I'd take her to get food. I'm like, we have food there. She doesn't want that food. So where'd you bring her? To restaurant. Bring her back here now. Boo, I need her back. He brings her back to the school. When they get back, I tell Principal Nezu, I'm like, she was in the room. She was just hiding. They were playing hide and seek. Like, I covered for Boo. I literally covered his, you know what? Okay. CYA'd his behind so he wouldn't get kicked out. And then when I came back, I talked to him. I said, Boo, you're not allowed to take kids from the classroom. They're not allowed to leave here. You have to stay here the entire time after the parents dropped them off. The only way we can take them off the property is if we get permission from the parents. And it has to be signed with their signature on it. You understand? And he goes, I understand. That bad with Voodoo? I'm like, yes, it's bad. He goes, okay. I'm sorry. It will never happen again. I said, thank you. So we get all the kids out in the sitch, right? So then Boo goes, you go with Toshinori now. I go, no. I'm like, let's walk and talk. Let's talk about Midnight. I said, you need to tell me what she said to you, her secret or whatever. And so Boo was like, you have a whole new world full of men who know how to be men, and you should take him there. I'm like, is that what she said? He goes, yes. That's what she told me. You take me back to your world. Boo want to go. Boo want to go, please. So then I go, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, Screw it. Shoot. I'm like, you come to my world. Let's go. Come on, boo. You coming with me? You coming with me today? I shift back here. Um, Boo came with me. He did. Boo came here, and when I opened my eyes, when I came back here, my entire bed covered in slime. It's ruined. I probably have to throw away everything, my whole bed, uh, everything. And I heard Boo's voice, and he said, I, I'm going to explore. I'm going to explore this world to see. I'm gonna watch men to see how to be a man, how to be men. And I'm like, what? My literally all of my stuff got ruined when he got here because he basically turned his body became slime and it was everywhere. Like it's literally like I was freaking out because imagine opening your eyes, having it all over your hands, your legs, all over your bed, everything, right? And I said, me bringing him back here, I thought I would have been like a tour guide. Um, so he's here. I still haven't found him. I have not found him. Okay? Yes. The madness, guys. It's yes, I'm not mad, okay? I'm not mad. I haven't found Boo. Okay? I have not found him. My guess is he's in another country somewhere, probably. Yes. He is here somewhere. Stuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Pieces of his body. And here's the thing. Everything is erect. Everything's covered in freaking slime. I want to kill Midnight. I want to freaking kill her because I'm trying to move too again, and the room is ruined now. The floor is it's everywhere. Um, how am I gonna explain what happened to my freaking landlord? Uh, what am I gonna tell her? I made like a bucket of slime, a giant bucket of it, and it got all over my bed everywhere, and it went under the bed, and somehow it got all on the dressers, all on my clothes, all on my hands. It got everywhere, all over my fan. It got on the floor. It's freaking stained the freaking floor. Um, it even got in the hallway. I had to do a lot of cleaning. I cleaned up. The funny thing is, when I came back, he, I didn't have to use my word. I didn't have to use pillow face because Boo shifted me back here using his power. Okay, he was able to somehow shift me back to my reality. And when he came here, he turned into freaking slime. But he's basically here. He's here somewhere. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm losing more of my marbles every time I talk about it. I lose my marbles more and more because craziness, right? Um, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll return back to my hero. Maybe he'll. I mean, I don't know what Midnight was. Did she want to get raped? I mean, if you listen to all my stories, even from the olden days when I'm with Toshinori, he was always tying me up. He was always keeping me hostage. He was always torturing me. It was always poisoning me, shooting me up with needles. Um, what else did he do? He shot me with darts, dressed me up like a freaking Playboy rabbit. Like, I got back at him by. You guys know what I did at the carnival to him when he was trying to sell ice cream. You remember that, guys? I'm not going to talk about it again because apparently my crowd was a lot younger than I knew. This is an 18. Well, I don't want to say 18 or older. I want to say 21 plus channel. But I don't know what Midnight wants me to do. Does she want me to tell him about all my encounters with Toshi? Does she want that? She does. I doubt she knows about that, but I'm pretty sure in the school, she's probably heard it, rumors about it from all the teachers. None of the kids know because they're kids, but so that's what's been going on. Um, so what I might do is I might do a hard search tonight and try and return Boo back to his rightful place. And I wanted to let you guys know just in case everything went to, and I wanted to let you guys know just in case everything went to shit and everything goes to shit and the world gets like destroyed tomorrow by Boo because somebody's going to be mean to him or not give him candy. He could literally turn people into candy and eat them. He had so with Majin Buu, right? For you guys who don't know him, he has to have candy. He has to. I think part of the candy keeps his sanity. And it's been days. I don't know if he's had candy or not. He could be running around here in a rampage, just like picking people off. Like, I mean, picking them off. So I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. I hope, really, I hope he's okay. That's what I want. I want him to be okay. And Midnight, you need to dump her ass because she's acting like an asshole. So, okay, so aside from, so yes, this is bags of it that I managed to bag. And I just kept it because it's part of his, for the body parts I didn't throw away. Because I did throw some of him away. Pieces of him. But these are big pieces of him, and I kind of don't want to get rid of them because, like, I don't know how. I mean, it's really, really slimy. When I say put together but slimy, literally, it's put together, but you see, like, there's none on my hands. I don't know slime that doesn't get on your hands that's like this. So, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search. I'm going to search for Boo today before I shift again. I might even have to ask for help from Madara. I don't want to ask Madara for help because I'm still mad at him for almost letting me drown. He's almost let me die several times before, and I feel like maybe he likes watching me that way. Maybe he's imagined something dirty. I'm trying to think like him because I don't know what's in his head. Maybe he imagines something dirty. Maybe my sounds or something make him gets him off. I don't know. So anyway, what I have here is how I'm gonna look for him. What I have for here is my mirror. As you can see, it's all disordered. There's things all around it. The most dangerous type of let's not call it that. Mirror work is mirror work. Okay, the most dangerous type, right? That's why I have all this around here because in the mirror, when you look at it, if you're using a type of method, we're gonna use M words because you know what I mean. M stands for. Okay, we're not gonna say that though because, like I said, it's dangerous and it's not something. And I have this around here because I'm trying to distort as much as I can. I'm trying to make my image as distorted as possible because you don't want an actual real image, okay? Because when you'll get a twisted image of what looks like your reality, but it's not. And your reaction to it is what activates whatever. Are you trying to pull in what? I'm trying to pull in. No, I'm not really trying to pull Boo in. I'm trying to get him to return. Whew. That was close. You guys have seen this before. You know what this is. This is what I'll be using to track him. What you want to do is you want to point. You want to use this and you want to create an image, but you want to point down at it. And really, you don't want a clear image. You want something similar to a shadow. That's why this is all disordered like this. It's really hard to see, right? You just want to be able to see a shadow. You don't want to see too much, because those things can be pulled into your reality through mirror, mirror on the wall. Do not look at it at all. Okay? So, that's why I have all these guys around it to distract me so that I don't actually really look at it. Okay? And what I'll do is I'll create my shadow. And I'll ask him where he is, and I'll be able to see using this disordered ball. Okay? You don't want a clear crystal image of you in your room and everything and stuff coming in. Okay? And that's how you keep them out. Because if your mirror tries to copy everything there, it really can't. I even have some stickers that are overlapped with each other, if you guys can see. Some of this stuff is overlapped just so they can't really copy. It's kind of hard to do that. So, yes. So, the image will reflect, the mirror image will reflect onto the ball. You'll look for the shadow, okay? And you'll ask for what you want. And I want Majin Buu to return back to his home, to his reality. And I want Midnight to stop playing games with him so before he kills everyone. So, I don't think he would kill everyone. He's really, really sweet. Right now, he's really sweet. He realized that he could be loved by people, that people actually care about him, and that we all care about each other. So there's a lot of stuff that he knows that'll keep him from, I believe will keep him from lashing out or attacking people. If anything, hopefully he returns to me. I really don't care if he gets slime everywhere again. I don't care. I just have to throw out this other blanket again. I gotta throw out another blanket. I threw the other one out. Now I have to throw this one out next if that happens. But what I don't want is for him to think that a woman wants someone to be rough with them, or I don't really know what she wants me to do. I don't know what she's getting at. Apparently her and Fatgum have been flirting with each other this whole time. I don't know if she's just playing with Boo or trying to play with his heart. I don't really like it. I feel like I want to involve Madara and have Madara stop her from whatever she's doing, or alter time, or alter something so that she's not, or change her, do something to her mind so that she can't do this to Boo anymore, or make him feel, can he do something about Boo? There's that too. But I don't really want to talk to him. Lately, Madara's been like coming on to me more and more. He does weird stuff. He told me we were going to get on this ride. I said, what kind of ride is it? He said it was like a carriage ride, but it's much smaller. We'll have to be a little bit closer together if we get on this ride. And he's like, you won't know until you get in there. He's like, close your eyes. I go, why? He's like, just close your eyes. I'm going to guide you to the ride. It's going to be a great surprise. It's a place you've never seen before. You're going to love it. It's kind of like the carousel that you ride in the park that, you took the kids to. And he's like, come on, ride with me. It'll be fun. So I close my eyes or whatever, trying to trust him. And next thing you know, I'm sitting like on his lap. And he pulls the blindfold off. And he's behind me. So my back is against him. He's behind me. And I'm like, Madara. And I'm doing like this. And he's like, do you want me? I'm like, stop playing with me. I'm like, Madara. He's like, what? You don't like sitting back here with me like this? You don't like sitting like this? He's like, I wanted you to ride up front. I'm like, okay. It's time for me to go because I don't want to develop feelings for him in that way, and I don't like him in that way. But you keep doing these little tricks and stuff. And then we went to dinner. He's like, dinner for two. And they were like, oh, your husband is so handsome. You're such a lucky girl. I'm like, he's not my husband. He goes, we've been married for 3 years. And they're like, oh, she loves to play games, huh? And then, the lady was older. Okay, so she was older. She didn't know, so. But it was a nice dinner. It was like candlelit, though. It's like a romantic couple dinner. It had a red tablecloth, really nice chairs. Oh my gosh, they were so nice. The chairs were so nice and comfortable, and they had cushion on them. They weren't like those chairs you sit in that are hard. And they were nice and fancy and embroidered, and the place was very pretty. It had the huge windows around it. There were lights everywhere. It reminded you of those really fancy restaurants that like. And I had like salmon. He had no. I'm not even sure what he was eating. I think it was like veal. And I wasn't expecting him to eat deer, but. And then he tried to tell me. He was like, "I don't eat pork." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because it has hooves, and you're not really supposed to eat stuff with hooves. Isn't that your Christian belief?" And I was drinking. I don't know what it was, but it had alcohol in it. Okay, because the drinks there are very different. It was like bubblegum. Um, it was a bubblegum flavored something with like strawberry. I don't know how to explain to you. It was really good. I was drinking that crap and I like choked on it and was like coughing because of what he said. And I go, "Excuse me?" And he goes, "Yeah, because I read your Bible. You read my Bible. It doesn't belong to me, okay?" And he's like, "It does belong to you because you follow it." I go, "Yeah, I follow the Bible. Kinda. I mean," and he's like, "Well, what do you think? I'm being like you. I'm practicing the will." I'm like, "God's will." He goes, "No, the book." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Matter of whatever. Sure." I said, "But you're eating veal and that has hooves too." He goes, "Oh." And he put down his plate. I go, "So now you're not going to eat it? It's good, isn't it? It's delicious, isn't it?" He goes, "Dang, it's good, yeah." He goes, "You know what? I'm just going to finish this." I'm like, "Yeah, I thought so." Stop. Like, so then he's like, so that's when, after that, he invited me to the beach. He's like, "Got this nice beach we can go to. It's been really hot lately. Let's go together." And I decided to go with him, and that's when he almost let me drown. So that's what's been going on with my hero. Yoshinori only calmed down because Boo did something to his mind mentally. I think he took away whatever was there, like his anxious worrying. But imagine what he could do to people. Imagine how many people we could erase their freaking brain and make it so that they can do whatever he wants. You know, Majin Buu here on Earth. What if he likes it so much here he doesn't return back to my hero? Like, I have to find him tonight, and I'm going to use the mirror. Mirror on the wall. Do not look at it at all. Do not look at that mirror. Okay? Use a ball like I did. Distorted. You don't want something clear, and you just want shadows, really. Okay? Even if you have to draw them out in the freaking picture, do it. That's how I stay safe. But I also ask for light to be surrounded around me to keep me safe, because I know that I'll be safe that way. So I'm just, I think I'm really just baffled. the, the insanity surrounding me. I had to let you guys know. My video is long enough. It's almost been a whole hour. I'm going to let you guys go. Please put in the comments what you think. If you have any ideas, maybe I could lure him with candy, but I don't even know how it would do. Oh, I forgot I have suckers. I don't even know if he likes these. He might. I have. Oh my gosh, I have candy. I have freaking candy. I might have to lure him. Octopus, what you doing here? I might have to lure him with candy. I'm trying to. OMG, what's with all the bubbles? I must be like a maniac or something with the bubble. No, I'm sane, aren't I, Toshinori? Am I sane? Yes, you are sane, Cotton Candy Doll. Thank you. I have these lollipops. I'm gonna try to lure him with these. Yay! You guys can see that I'm sweating a little bit. Oh my god, on camera. It looks so bad. Anyway, I'm sane, I promise. Yes, you are. You're very sane. Ooh. Oh my, I hope I can get it back. Yes, I had to let you guys know. And I gotta let you guys go. It's about to be a whole 60 minutes. I don't know how long this camera will allow me to talk, but I don't want it to cut me off. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Don't forget to comment too. Don't forget to comment. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you.